Okay, I want to share the story about a bus driver in Ohio, a school bus driver named Jackie, who apparently got so frustrated, she just went on an obscene rant that she was directing at the kids on the bus. This dates back to, March 29th. So some high school students were acting up on the bus, and then someone started spraying perfume. So this had happened once before, and the problem is that Jackie, the bus driver, is very, very allergic. So she pulled over that bus and just went at the kids.
I'm sick of all of the I'm done with it. I'm going to start kicking some serious. Do you hear me?
Yes.
My foot's going to be so far up your it's going to dangle out your nose. I'm done with you. That phone in your bag. Now you give it to me.
All right, fine.
Okay. If you've ever ridden a school bus, you know that that's not so far from what happens maybe too frequently. But Jackie resigned after that video went viral. And she has done some interviews since then, and she says, I will never take back what I said, but I do regret the delivery. Now, what has happened since then is that someone set up a GoFundMe for her so that she could retire. And right now, there's more than $100,000 in that GoFundMe.
Good. Good. As a matter of fact, if I owned a bus company, I would hire this bus driver. By the way, any of my brothers and sisters, bus drivers out there, you listen to the show, text in right now, 888-973-5476, because I got a message for all the bus drivers out there. First of all, y'all need a raise.
Combat pay.
Hazard pay. Every type of pay. They are so disrespected. I mean, it is awful. The things that get said to them, the things they have to put up with. I mean, some of us can barely handle our own kids. Now, just imagine. Now, you got the little, what we said, little fishy crackers. You get a little kid in the back seat. You got maybe one or two chilling that you getting ready to go. And now you got a bus full of kids.
Yeah.
Talking nuts, and then we're going to suspend little Joey off the bus. He can't come on the bus for 3 days. Joey coming back with a vengeance.
Okay, I want to give you a little more taste of Jackie's rant.
Come on.
Hang on a second.
Come
Hang
on.
on a second.
I've had my fill. I'm done with it. I'm ready to walk off this bus right now and let you people walk home. How much more do you think anybody can freaking take? Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth.
It's like all of America hearing their dad talking to him in the 80s. I will pull over this car.
Right. But I think the only time I ever rode a school bus was when we lived in Iran. And our school was over an hour away. And I just remember
Was it brutal?
It was brutal. That was just the longest dang bus ride. And the further away, I always wanted to sit close to the bus driver because I always felt more safe. Nothing good happens in the back of the bus.
Nothing. Nothing happens. That's where the older kids are.
Yes. And so, not only the older kids, but then on top of that things, I always feel like the kids become the bullies and they bully the bus driver. So anyway, Jackie is now selling shirts that were designed by a new fan, and she spoke with Fox News about what those T-shirts say.
What's the shirt say again? I forget.
Can I say it?
You can say it.
Okay. I'm going to shove my foot so far up your ass, it's going to dangle out your nose.
Do you know what this is? This is what is called customer service porn. It is these videos of workers, whether they're bus drivers or someone who's in a restaurant, who flips out on a customer in a way that anyone who's worked with the public or worked around kids absolutely fantasizes about. Does she deserve $105,000? Probably not, because if you were to talk to 99% of people who work in schools, they would be absolutely horrified by that kind of behavior around kids.
I know, and we're laughing about it, but you can relate to the fact that they know she's severely allergic. This could have, potentially deadly consequences. And these kids are like, and then, spraying all over the place.
Teenagers. As someone who was one of the worst kids on the bus,
I can only imagine.
I fully support this lady.
Well, and that's what I want to know. Are you cool with the GoFundMe? Like, there's a GoFundMe for
Yes,
just
Lord.
about everything.
Yeah, this is one I think people should really donate to because school bus drivers. My cousin is a school bus driver, and her husband tells me about her encounters on there and what she has. And by the way, she's been doing it for years, and she wants to keep doing it because, as she says, "quote I love my babies." That's what she says. And even though she says she has some bad things that happens, but overall, mostly her babies are good to her.
Yeah.
But I said, but yeah, that's cool and all. But what about when they bad?
Yes, they're
and
good
she's like,
until
"Ooh,
they're not."
They get bad.
Yeah.
And then you got some folks gonna get mad at me because it's gonna feel like a sweeping statement. Then you got these new age parents today. See, the parents of yesterday. Remember when you're either the school bus driver or the principal or the teachers called home and said you did something wrong?
Yeah.
You knew you were in trouble.
Yep.
These new age parents today, not my baby. My baby would never do nothing. It is you. They going off on the school. So therefore, these bus drivers, what are they supposed to say? They don't listen to the principal or the teacher. You're definitely going to listen to the bus driver. Hey, Lois, your child was real bad today. No, he wasn't. He just needed a banana. It was snack time.
I'm not going to let you get away with that because I know plenty of parents who pulled the whole "it's not my kid's problem" regardless of what their kids did back in the 80s. I mean, it wasn't my parents. They fully admitted I was the problem.
No, they didn't. No, they
knew for sure you were the problem.
No, they did not in the 80s. No,
no one
did
did
not.
that?
No. I'm telling you, no. In the 80s, I'm telling you, when the teacher said, "I'm going to call home," I promise you, the vast majority of the kids was like, "Oh, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing."
I can tell you right now in 20 what year was it? 2018, 2017. When I got one of those emails, it's now an email. When I got one of those emails, like, yeah, no, my son knew you're in trouble.
Son, we're going to talk about this when I get home.
I'm not even going to ask questions.
253, school bus driver here. By the way, I was surprised how many school bus drivers text in. I understand exactly how she feels. Unfortunately, very few of the kids are polite and respectful. And by the way, I think kids, another sweeping statement, getting me, you can go ahead and put $1 in the jar. I think kids are way more disrespectful today than they have ever been. I mean, in the 80s, Ursula, we had to call them Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins. You had to do that. Now you're like, "Hey, what's up, Lois? You good?" How are you talking to these adults
How you doing,
like this?
Clyde?
Y'all, do you remember swearing around other adults? I wish you would swear.
I got spanked.
These kids are bad today.
I got
Sweeping
spanked for using the Lord's name in vain. I mean, that was painful.
God, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got in trouble. I got in trouble for shut up.
Oh boy.
Shut up.
Your mom
was a swear word. Anybody else? Shut up. But these kids today, they can say whatever they want. Leave them alone.
That's a sweeping statement.
He just needs an orange. You didn't have the right oranges for little Johnny, and that's why he acted out.
It was your week for the snacks, and you didn't bring them. That's why my kid's grouchy, okay?